Hello, I believe I was just kicked off of the live. Um, Let me just finish this. I don't know what happened to that live. I don't know what happened to that live. Right, talking about localized lockdowns, and I really don't know what happened there.
I think that just really went off. I think is it like a timer on there or something there?
Possibly, yes. Um, that's what I was thinking, but I thought it was 60 minutes, not 50. Um,
Okay.
So yeah, my final question to you on this, good evening, Liam, is this, before I let you all go, is um, do you think we've come out of the national lockdown too early, and if so, why?
Personally, yeah, I do. I mean, I think for starters, we went into the lockdown too late, and now we're coming out of it too early. And I think that whatever your opinions on the government are, whatever your political views are, I personally feel we're coming out of it too soon. I mean, at the end of the day, people's lives are at risk, and we were very lucky that there wasn't that the NHS didn't go into like a catastrophe like they were predicting. And I mean, at the end of the day, we need to be so careful. I mean, at the end of the day, it's important to get the economy going, but people's lives matter more.
Yeah,
People's welfare matter
100%.
more. I mean, would you, to put it bluntly, would you rather be 6 feet apart or 6 feet under? I
No,
mean,
that is a really good way to look at it. I am going to have to cut this because we are running out of time slightly, but thank you so much, because we
not a
are,
problem at all.
funnily
Mm,
enough, and
mm,
weirdly enough, we're actually at the end of the show. Um,
wow.
That's sped round. Um, so, guys, what I want to say before I let Ollie go and before I go myself, um, firstly, Ollie, is there any last words from you before I let you go?
Just want to say thank you to everyone who's tuned in today. Thank you for your kind comments, for your kind messages. I've had a few while you were speaking, while I finished the interview, and it's just lovely to know that there's love out there still, and there's people out there who care. And thank you to yourself as well for inviting me, and thank you yesterday as well when there was a few technical issues for being so calm and for being such a pro.
That's what happens with live TV. It's absolutely, it's unpredictable, but we got there and
Yeah,
we've done the interview. And, I just want to say thank you to you for coming on, really, because you've been
thanks for having me.
fantastic and you're
Thank
my
you.
first guest of the series. And
Well,
it's
honestly,
not an easy sort of
mm,
accolade to have. First guest,
no,
don't know what to expect from the series yet. You've come on, you've smashed it, you've embraced it. So thank you very much for that.
thank you.
So I'm going to take you off air now. So as I said, thank
Okay,
you
thank
very
you.
much for coming, and I will see you soon.
Thanks all. See you soon.
Take
Bye,
care. See you
everyone. Thank
soon.
you.
Bye. Uh, as you've heard me say, we have reached the end of the show. I don't know how we've reached the end of the show. It's gone really quickly, and we have. So thank you to everyone that's tuned in, and I mean everyone. It means a lot that, at the peak of the show we had 31 viewers tune into this live, or well, the last live that I don't really know what happened to, that I'm hoping will let me save. Um, but no, thank you so much for tuning in. It means a lot. I put quite a lot of work into this. It's really something that I've really wanted to do this lockdown, and finally, and I've wanted to do for longer than this lockdown. I've wanted to do something like this for years, and finally here we are at the end of show one, and it's been a blast. I've loved every second of it, and I hope you guys have too. Join me next week, which will be Saturday next week this time, um, where we will hopefully be joined by some very special guests, and we'll be talking about topics such as BLM, domestic violence, and also the differentiation between euthanasia and suicide. They're not all coming up next week, but they will be coming up across the series. And remember, guys, if you have any comments, critiques, topics that we can discuss, please do let me know, and I will do my best to try and fit them over the shows in the next 7 weeks. Um, Jake Cloud, Oliver, your story was really inspiring. Well done. Thank you, Jake. Judy has just made a very valid point. Saturday really isn't a good idea because obviously all of the pubs are reopening, which is actually a topic in next week's show, if I'm honest. So if any of you have any ideas, opinions, or views on that, please do get in touch. I'd love to have you on next week's show. I'd love to hear your opinions. So in which case, join me next Sunday at 8 p.m. where I will be talking about the pubs, what you think about them being open, and we will be talking about whether it's too early to ease lockdown. I couldn't get through a series without mentioning the coronavirus and lockdown because it is the freshest thing in the news and on people's minds at the moment. So join me next week. We'll be talking about lockdown. We'll be talking about the pubs opening. Hopefully, none of you viewers will have sore enough heads to not tune in, and you will see everything on my Facebook all week about it, including any updates. But for now, thank you very much for joining me on my first show. I've been Callum Lucas. You guys have been amazing. Thank you very much. Good night.